Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Through the Lens. Today we're reviewing episode 2 of the brand new Marvel series, What If? I forgot IMDb page, but let's see. What If is
What if you check the IMDb page?
a show created by
Your mother.
your
You,
mother.
you just need to introduce the episode, right? We've already.
Alright, made by the same people as yesterday or whenever we did the last one. This episode is episode 2, people. Episode 2 consists of... Where is
The title.
the title? It does consist of the title. I pressed the wrong button. Here's episode 2.
Is it What If TChalla is Star-Lord?
No, it's What If, ellipsis, T'Challa became a Star-Lord.
The second episode had a different writer.
Yes,
Matthew
it was written
Chauncey.
by Mr. Matthew Chauncey. And a Gerber. Wait, no, this is comic book guys. Anyway, stars. Jeffrey Wright as The Watcher, Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, Karen Gillan as Nebula, Michael
Don't
Rooker,
be
as
careful with when you're reading. Just don't
and
spoil
more
some
people
cast members.
there.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious.
How is this episode, boys?
We got to talk about introduce something else.
Okay.
What did you
Introduce
forget to
what?
introduce?
No, I don't want to introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah, yeah. Damn. What if we were actually prepared for this episode?
What if I'm Sun Dude and you're
Fuck.
not Jack?
What if I'm Zephyros?
I don't want to be Jack.
Fuck.
Haha.
It wasn't up to choice. You just, what if you were?
I don't get to make the choices when the universe decides to form.
Exactly.
But
Fuck the
anyway,
universe. Fuck the world.
I
Time
could
for a
quote
watch a
a
monologue.
quote said by probably Eelman's character. I'm just trying to get by in a world I didn't create. You know. Based. Anyway.
To quote Cosmo the dog, that does it. That's enough. No more Mr. Nice Dog. Now Cosmo will hurt everyone.
Thank you, Cosmo the dog. I hope you know what you're doing. I'm Zephyros, and to my left is Mr. Petrus Gold.
Hello.
And to his left we have Mr. Sunman.
Fuck yeah, let's go!
Very excited,
Hi.
as you can see,
Yes.
for this episode.
Lighting in my room sucks ass. I should have turned on the lights, but you know what?
The lighting in my room is just a ray of light on my face.
It makes you. It's like the Conjuring 3 poster. You know how they have like the light and things.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna be the next Smash character, boys.
Oh,
I'm only gonna be half a Smash character.
half
There's
smashed.
no horizontal bit on your face. But anyway, how was this
Shark
episode?
moment.
Shock. The episode. To me personally, I found it about as good as the last episode, where it did improve on the aspect of, making bigger divergence, and now I actually know what to expect of the show and not have it stick so like. Because I know what it is now, I expect them to like do something crazy, and I feel like the episode did deliver on that. So at times it's a bit fan fiction-y feeling, but I think the reason it's not, I don't think it's better than the last episode is because I think it worsened some of the writing aspects, especially around the story itself wasn't particularly interesting. There were some good aspects, but I didn't think it was as good as last episode. As well as I think the dialogue was pretty weak, especially when comparing it to the source material, which was obviously Guardians of the Galaxy, which it does not succeed at, in my opinion.
Any thoughts from you, man?
Anything else?
Well, my first impression was, wow, Star-Lord is black. Then I later realized, yo, it's T'Challa. But I agree with your sentiment with like the general, I guess, storyline or dialogue is like kind of surface level to me. It's not really like, you know?
They're trying to be Guardians, but they don't have the writers for that.
True.
Yeah.
What's this from the hood bit?
I didn't write that.
No, I had to change that because then it would have been spoilers. So just move on.
Star-Lord's from the hood. There you go.
From the jungle.
Which is the jungle.
We
can move on now to the acting.
Yes, please.
How was the acting?
Yes. I don't know. It was kind of mixed, right? There were like like Chadwick Boseman was great. There were a surprising amount of returning casts, and a surprising amount of returning casts. Because this was already in the trailer. I would just say, what's his name is in it? Fucking Drax the Destroyer is in it, but he's not voiced by Dave Bautista. But I thought whoever did voice him sounded like exactly like Dave Bautista, so that was pretty cool. So I guess in terms of negative stuff, this is also the trailer, but the collector is in this episode, and I feel like Benedict Del Toro's performance here it wasn't as like it was very, I guess, over the top wacky, but not like in the weird way he was in the movies. So I guess it was maybe they're just doing something different. It's a variant of him, I guess, so it doesn't really matter. But
Variantos.
And there is another character that I know Dio wants to talk about, but we'll save that for spoilers.
Yep. Yeah, I guess we're good to go to the writing bit.
Yep. All right. Whoever read the first point, want to start?
It's me, but I think it also felt pretty similar to the last one. But it was kind of rushed sometimes.
I think it was also worse in that aspect because the first one, right? They can rush it a little bit because we've already seen the movie and not much changes. You already know who the characters are. But in this one, they'll introduce characters, but they are not the same characters as they were in the movies. They're completely different. And we can't really get like a backstory for them because there's not enough time in the episode. I think there's a key one who we all kind of know that we can talk about in spoilers. But it actually, like a few of the characters are kind of they're not the same. It doesn't really explain too much as to why. Except maybe a few like one-liners. Like
the power of words.
The power of words. If you know what we're talking about, you know what we're talking about. And we'll talk about that more in spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Though the thing that I like the most is this is like completely different from Guardians of the Galaxy. The actual like story, just like the weird shit that they get. A lot of stuff happens in this episode. They just pull so many crazy stuff into it, and I think that stuff does mostly work. Like I said, just those weird inconsistencies due to like the fast pace, not explaining enough. That's the only thing that kind of stops it from completely being great and sometimes feeling just like a bit fanfiction-y. But like other than that, I really liked the weirdness of this episode more than last episode.
More different stuff. Did you mention the funny?
Yeah, we kind of already talked about it, but like the there's a lot more comedy in this episode than last episode, and it's very, very hit or miss. They tried to do because they're basing it off the Guardians, right? And it's just not all. I think there's a scene with Drax in it that's really funny. That's about the only time that I found it to actually have some. I think the other ones are all kind of like trying to be Guardians jokes, but like don't really laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the joke, which is a spoiler, but yeah,
Spoiler joke. Anyway,
spoiler joke.
let's go into the cinematography then. Was it bad? Was it good? Was it ass?
It was good in my opinion.
Good it was. Let's also talk about
Sunman.
some editing
Oh.
and visuals.
Oh yeah. The editing itself was pretty good, except for one like major editing mistake, which I'll talk about in spoilers. Because when I was watching it, I was like, okay, something just happened, which is weird, but like, maybe that's just me because you hadn't mentioned it or anything, so I assumed it was fine. But then I was watching another review, and they were like, "Oh, did anyone spot the editing mistake?" And I was like, "Wait, it wasn't just me." So I was like, "Okay, it is an editing mistake," and I'll talk about it in spoilers.
Okay. Other than that, it was alright. Your standard stuff from yesterday, last week.
Last week, the animation still looks great.
But now it's space.
Now in space.
Alright, let's talk about the audio and music then.
Sunman.
I didn't. I think it was good.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. But something I want to comment about. Remember the Wakandan music?
Yes, and there was a reason why it was in the movie. Not what you were. You right here. That is it. Like when there's always rap music with Will Smith. No, it's not.
It
It's
is though.
specifically to do with the Wakandan stuff that happened in the film.
Every time they
I
mention
mean,
something with Wakanda, they be like, Wakanda music. No.
what was it? It was more than mentioning. Well, we'll talk about it in spoilers, but things happen that's make sense with yeah, spoilers.
Yeah. But Wakanda music. Man. I
Still
guess we'll
slaps.
get right into it then. Spoiler zones. My guy.
Spoiler zone.
Nice.
Timestamp. Before we like get into the meat of it, I just want to point out the editing error. They Thanos and fucking the dude, I wrote down his name. Hold on. Korath are fighting outside, and then Korath teleports inside and delivers a line. Then it teleports him back outside where he's still fighting Thanos. Did anyone notice
He
that?
ran fast, man.
No.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
it was
I
a
remember
weird
that,
like thing, and it's in the wrong order or something.
but I didn't really notice it at the time. I was just like, because I didn't really care
Yeah.
about that dude.
Yeah, I feel like they overdid him a little bit in this episode. I really like the initial diversion where they're like, "Oh, Star Lord," and then he like goes, "Oh, Star Lord, Star Lord," instead of going like, "Who are you?" And that was cool, but I feel like it's a bit cringe for a lot of the episode.
Cringe, bro.
Cringe, bro. All right, you want to start off the spoilers?
What was in the spoilers? Oh, Thanos.
You read the first
There
one,
you
yeah.
go, people. Remember Thanos? He is in this one. But this time, he's not funny.
Well,
This
he is
time
pretty
he's
funny in this.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't like that nice Thanos as much as I want to kill people Thanos.
Yeah.
And he also sounds weird.
I mean, he still sounds like Josh Brolin in my opinion, but like,
But it doesn't sound as Thanosy as in the movies, man.
I guess because he's not delivering like evil one-liners and stuff or monologues.
reflects the
Yeah.
change in his personality.
Yeah, I'd go with the same as yeah. I guess that could be extended to my Benedict del Toro complaint then.
Uh-huh.
But who knows?
Uh-huh.
Maybe they just forgot.
He forgot what Thanos do. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the genocide joke they had for Thanos. That was one of the actual jokes I think worked. Because he would be like explaining how snapping is not genocide.
He's
Which
not.
is
He just snapped his finger, bro. He didn't kill anyone. The gems did.
well, we was talking about how it's like random and stuff.
Yes, so it's all
But
balanced.
he didn't
and
snap
equal.
anyone because
Because T'Challa said, "Hey, bro, wanna have a burger with me?" He was
what
like,
if
"Sure."
yes.
What
Burger
if a
reference.
burger was in a specific place and time in the universe?
Spoilers for something
Yeah.
else.
What'd you think
Burgers.
about that? They didn't really explain too much of it. They were just like, "Yo, T'Challa talked to him," and he was like, "That's cool, man.
I mean,
Now
obviously
we're
it's like
friends."
I guess it's stupid, but like I don't think we're meant to take. It's meant to be like his whole entire character is a joke in this thing. It's not meant to be taken seriously,
Yeah.
I guess. And that's the parts that I mean. It's kind of like it feels very fan fictiony in that aspect because there's not like enough. Like it's very unreasonable, but like you know what? It's kind of okay because
But it's not fan fictiony enough because no one kissed.
you're right.
Thanos and T'Challa should have kissed.
That would be pretty hot. Cosmo and Howard should have kissed.
What the duck doing?
Well, he was in all the Guardians movies, so it makes sense that he's in this one. He was doing Howard. They actually have like an actual scene with him, and I thought it was pretty. That was actually yeah, I actually like that part as well. That part was kind of fun.
He was being a duck. And
And,
ducks are funny.
and he
Speaking of
was an alcoholic
animals.
duck.
Oh yeah. What the dog doing?
Cosmo. I think the interesting thing about this episode is Cosmo joins the new Guardian, like the Ravengers. I guess we'll call them the Guardians because they're meant to be, I guess, kind of like the Guardians. Yeah, Cosmo joins the Guardians, which is a reference to the fact that Cosmo joins the Guardians in the comic. I think, yeah, that was kind of funny.
Funny dog, man.
Funny dog, man.
Why are the
Uh,
Ravagers nice? Because
yeah, I feel like
T'Challa's better speaker than Peter Quill.
yeah, that's another thing, isn't it? Like, it's a pretty big leap that they take to like T'Challa solves every like the universe's problems and everything, but he couldn't save
With a
Wakanda,
burger, man.
the burger.
That's how he saves the
Also a
universe.
reference, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It kind of, I guess it works, but like once again, it's that weird leap of yeah. Drax. I wanted to talk about Drax. He's in this episode, though he's voiced by someone else, and I think he had the best parts because actually his dialogue was pretty close to something that Drax would actually do, and it was great because the first thing he does is take a picture to send to his wife and kids, which is obviously a reference to how he's always talking about how his wife and kids are
How
dead.
they
You know that.
died.
Yeah, so this is a reality where they're alive.
Wow.
The real question is, if Rodin's not working for Thanos, what is he doing?
Taking
Eating
over the
burger.
scroll homeworld.
Oh, I
Which
see
is
it.
they talked about the scrolls as well.
Oh, did they?
And yes. I forgot what it was about. There was also a mention of going to scroll homeworld from
Uh-huh.
watching New Rockstars. And I think that might be where this show might go for like an episode.
Yeah, could be. We could, because Captain Marvel's gonna have a role in this. We know that, so they could do something with a Captain Marvel movie because that takes place.
That's the Marvels.
Yeah. That reminded me of something, and then I lost my train of thought.
What reminds
Oh,
you?
speaking of references, there were lots of Easter eggs in this one when they go to the collector's place. I liked how they had that little panel thing of like all of the weapons that he collected. You know, the Dark Elf dagger thing, Captain America's shield, the Mjolnir, other thing. That's pretty cool. Have I lost
Damn.
your attention? Hello?
Hello. We have been losing attention. Yeah, cool stuff, man.
Yeah. And what is his name? The collector had a Korg hand on. Did you guys notice that?
Hand.
Oh, and he said it was a talkative one of them. So he
Oh
killed
shit.
Korg. He killed
No,
Korg.
Taika! Taika, no! Taika, no.
Whoa.
Fuck the collector. Okay, I guess the final thing. Oh wait, no, I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, with the content music. Just to clarify, it was like when they get the ship and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Shippity ship.
Yeah, so that like made sense. It wasn't like just playing it for like they. It wasn't like the racist soundtrack of Suicide Squad. It was like actually for a reason because they activated
But I don't know. I kind of thought it was like, oh well, Wakanda.
This isn't Will Smith to you. I know you love Will Smith, and
man.
Suicide Squad in a nutshell. We're talking about how good it was. Yeah, it's like, but where's the Will Smith, man?
I want my Will Smith back.
We all want some more Will Smith in our life. Why don't you just rewatch the Aladdin movie? Just
Aladdin
put that on
movie.
repeat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with Will Smith. Okay, the final thing I wanted to address, which was the ending of the episode, where it shows Peter Quill and Ego, and then the Watcher's like, that's another story or something. My theory is that could feed into whatever the big event is that causes all of the heroes to like come together as the Avengers in this What If series. What do you guys think?
Are they gonna do another episode?
T'Challa's going to appear in 4 episodes, I think.
So we know about like there's gonna be an episode where a bunch of people group together, including I only remember Party 4 was one of them.
Party Thor, Captain
From the trailers.
Captain Carter, T'Challa, obviously Star-Lord.
We're eventually gonna get a Doctor
Gamora.
Strange episode, and he meets Captain Carter. I think.
Oh, I thought it was he meets Thor. I thought the party.
I forgot.
Yeah. I was gonna say Gamora Thanos, like Thanos. What are they calling her? Gamora, daughter of Thanos, but she wears Thanos' armor. She's gonna be there. I'm super excited for the Marvel Zombies one. That's gonna be the coolest. Have you seen the new Rockstar video about how it could be the Civil War virus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the coronavirus, man.
Yeah. Maybe it could be the not the cut virus from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, watch our Falcon and the Winter Soldier reviews. Top quality.
Yeah. On the market.
Yeah. Anyway, we've gone on for a bit long. You want to take us to the next part?
Let's go to the final verdicts, people. And we'll start with myself. I thought this episode was okay. And it was cool and all seeing what they do with them characters. Had some low points in terms of funniness, but it was alright. So I'd give it a 7.
Yeah, I'll give the same score I gave it last time, which I think I gave it was a 7. So 7.
What am I to differ? 7.
There you go, ladies and gents, and everyone in between. We're giving it a 7 out of 10. Tell us what you thought about this episode in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't. Give us a like if you like.
Oh,
like
we need to do the special segment.
Oh yes, yes.
Special segment.
Take it away. What's your question for us now?
What if I just wasn't here? What if you got some other guy?
Then it would be the Holy Trinity.
Ooh. Throwing
What?
some
I'm the one who
shade.
makes it unholy?
Us 3 combined makes it unholy.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the
So
culmination.
who's the Holy Trinity?
Just us 2 and anybody else, apparently.
Us 2 and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Nice.
The Rock makes any Trinity holy.
That's right.
How about Grandma?
Grandma?
Yeah,
Grandma?
Greg.
If
Oh,
she can
Grayson.
come on.
Great shout out to Grayson, our one and only fan.
Yeah, you should come on more
And the
often.
other 49.
Fuck y'all other fans. Y'all ain't true fans.
He the OG, man.
We're joking.
Y'all
Like
hate it. Y'all fakers.
Hey, real.
Sorry, please don't unsubscribe.
With that note, give us a like. And
Actually, hold on. If Sunny wasn't in our group, it would literally just be quickies. If you think about it. Because that's all the quickies. I was just like me and Diego. And it would be very not regular. We kind of upload. It would just be random content uploaded randomly. Because it would literally just be the quickies.
Oh, and then like there's no video where it's like well edited. It's all gonna be my editing. So there you go.
Oh shit, yeah. There'll be no Woo Awards. That's like our best. The Woo Awards is our best.
Well, my editing is like minimal, and I too lazy to add pictures in, so it's just like us talking.
I reckon your Demon Slayer one was great though.
Yeah. Well, like, look, nowadays I don't have time to edit, so like.
So you get my editing, ladies and gents.
I was pretty lazy as well. Don't get me wrong. Like, even if I did do the pictures and shit, like I was still just like, get it out, just send it off, get it done as fast as possible. Put no effort into it.
Yeah, mate.
And me, I never edit, except for the weekly shots and hit stuff.
There you go. But we wouldn't be here without Mr. Sandman or our audience, you know, Mr. Grayson, our only audience. So thank you for subscribing. And I guess we'll see you in the next episode. We'll be signing off. Bye-bye.
Bye.